Teachers in all subjects must constantly evaluate important questions to stay relevant. Why does what I teach matter? Is my curriculum engaging for my students right now? And perhaps most importantly, will what I teach them today still be useful to them 5 to 10 years into their futures? These questions must be regularly explored if our goal is to prepare kids for a productive and engaging life ahead of them. Although we don't know what tomorrow's world will be exactly like, we can be confident that it will involve a greater and greater reliance on technology, automation, and engineering design. The kids sitting in our classrooms today will need to become tomorrow's scientists, builders, technicians, data managers, software engineers, and energy innovation experts. Preparing kids to fill these technology related jobs and others in the 21st century economy must be at the front of our minds as we develop learning activities for our students. Here at Meadowdale Middle School, we strive to meet these needs by grabbing our students' interests in building and design through projects that challenge their thinking and engage their creativity. For most of our 12 to 13-year-old students, this is their first opportunity to engage in real engineering and design beyond playing with Legos and Minecraft. The semester-long Gateway to Technology course is built around a set of engineering and design challenges, which require students to both work independently and in design teams to develop solutions that can be as varied as their creativity allows. Paying attention to design constraints and requirements, students use technology such as 3D printers, laser cutters, structural stress analyzers, wind tunnel testing, shop equipment, and computer software to manufacture products to meet specific needs. Students are encouraged to see the classroom as a company, their teacher as the CEO, and themselves as employees. Grades are reframed as you get to keep your job, or you get a promotion, or you're on probation. Through this process, students get a glimpse into the world of work and the demands of getting the job done right on time and within budget. Our kids develop an understanding of the attributes of the design process, evaluate solutions in a systematic way, analyze data from testing devices, and develop creative and aesthetically pleasing solutions and products for the classroom company. In our orthotic boot project at the start of the course, for example, students in design teams must manufacture an orthotic device to correct the foot position of a child with cerebral palsy. The teams design and build their model following specific constraints and requirements, test it on each other to get feedback on its effectiveness, and present their solution to the class for review. In the balsa cube challenge, students make a 2 by 2 by 2 inch cube from 1/8 inch thick balsa and analyze their structural design using a crushing machine. They then dissect each other's performance to see what attributes were most successful for structural success. In the robotics unit, students design, build, code, and document and evaluate their solutions in work teams of 4 students, with each student filling the role of either project manager, mechanical engineer, computer engineer, or artistic director. Students learn about various mechanisms, gear ratios, assembly skills, and coding skills to meet these challenges. Other projects include shaping a block of wood into an air-powered car, architectural design with a focus on green, energy-efficient technologies, wind turbine testing to find optimal blade design for energy production, puzzle cube design that involves 3D modeling, precision measurement, and multi-view sketching, and a flight unit using the processes of scientific method to test a variety of rocket design variables to find the best rocket for flight distance. At the end of each project, students are required to write and reflect on what examples and evidence they can show me that they have demonstrated 21st century skills such as communication, collaboration, creativity, problem solving, flexibility, and initiative and self-direction. In addition to our school program, we also offer opportunities for our students to expand their STEM skills and interests through our Technology Students Association, where we compete in both regional and state competitions. Here is what some of our young engineers are saying about their experience in our program.
I like the projects a lot they're very different from projects we do in other classes, and they're a lot more teamwork based than having to do it alone.
Challenges me to problem solve and work around things. Like if a piece doesn't work on your project, you find a way around it or you modify it until it works. And just kind of planning your way and being sure you get it right.
Well, the class is different than all the others because you have to take things from the back of your head and put them into the things that we're trying. Like when we're building robots, the teacher doesn't really tell you what to do. Mr. Howard just gives you he gives you some information, but he lets you try it on your own, that's what I like about it.
Compared to most classes, I've learned a lot more about teamwork since you really have to communicate about what person does what, and you have to manage your time a lot better since you can't really make this up at home. You have to kind of get things done and stay on task.
I've kind of learned to get to work better and understand people's plans, even though if they're not super clear, but try to understand what they're saying and try to work it out. And doing the little projects are just as fun as the big ones because you get to challenge yourself either way by finding more than just making it average. If you have a stone wheel, you want to make it better than a stone wheel because now we don't use stone wheels, we use rubber wheels or even better. There's always new advancements. You don't stick with the same thing. So it's better to improve it than just kind of go over everybody else.
Because other classes, they tell you more about it, and this class, you have to take things from the back of your head, and you don't really know much about it, and it's a lot different, and I like it.
It's a more realistic approach to work than most classes, with the idea of if you don't accomplish your work, there are bigger consequences, and you won't always like who you're working with. You'll just kind of have to deal with that.
Okay.
To kind of learn that you don't get always the first thing you want, you have to work for it, and if you don't get it the first time, you can try to find something even better. If you don't get the first one, even if it's not your dream job. You don't get to be an astronaut, go and be a coder for it. Be a coder for NASA. You can find one way or another to come and find a new place. And who knows, maybe you'll like it even more than what you originally planned.
Well, you have to build a lot of things in the class, and in the future you need to work on, what if something's broken and you need to fix it, and you're using all this technology, and this class has taught me a lot about that.
Cool. Middle school kids are young and just starting out. We work hard to make their first experience a positive one, where they want to come back for more in high school. Our mission in middle school is to generate excitement and light the spark of interest and engage their creativity and innovation. Although we feel that we offer a rigorous and engaging program for our young engineering students, we would benefit from more guidance and partnership with local STEM-related businesses and professionals. Is our technology up to date? And are we offering our students the kind of experiences and introducing them to the kinds of skills they will need to fill the careers that wait for them years ahead? Can we bring professionals into our classroom to advise students on their projects and share their expertise in their chosen fields? We are reaching out to you, our advisory committee members, to pay attention to the important work being done in our middle schools and help find ways to strengthen our programs in the areas of relevance through connections and partnerships. First impressions linger, and we are, for most of our students, their first impression of engineering and design through technology. Help us make that first impression the most meaningful and useful experience that we can achieve together.